Hey everybody, it's Christian from Triple C Mame and Games. So on today's comic book issue of the day, we're gonna go up to a series that came out in 2022. It's a volume 2 of this specific series. To my date, there's been, I believe it's 3 volumes for this: 14, 22, and 24. Now there's a separate volume that come out in 22. It's a little different than this one, but it's been popular in the last few years, especially because the movies came out. So we're going to take a look at Edge of Spider-Verse. Edge of Spider-Verse Volume 2. Look at this artwork. That is fantastic. This is book number 1. This book here had, I think, four different storylines in it, and linking, maybe 5, that linked, all the characters inside the Spider-Verse. Different characters, if you want to say. You see Spider-Rex up here. You see Spider-Noir. I can't remember this character's name. I think it's... I can't remember the name. Anyways, I think Madam Web was in here and a couple other characters. So, very interesting storyline. Each of the characters have some sort of connection to the Spider-Verse, and it's building up over this 5-part series for each I guess book, how they intertwined and what they got to do to defend the Spider-Verse, right? It's pretty cool. What I really liked about this series, it introduces multiple new characters to the series, and it kind of really opens your eyes to what the Spider-Verse is and what each character brings to their own different universe. So, in this book here, you can see this amazing pastel style artwork. This is actually book 1A. It's about a $5 book, which is the cover price for the book, probably down here, right? It's just really nice. In this copy of the book, there are 28 different covers. 28 different covers. That's a lot, by the way. Now, there are books that have 70, 100, and so on, but for a generic 5-part series, 28 covers for this one here is pretty impressive, actually. I really like this one, I think, the most. Some of the other covers are alright, but this one is really cool. I think if it was just a trade where you didn't have anything on the front, it'd be really cool, really accentuating the characters on here. But anyways, it's a pretty awesome book. So this book here follows the story of a few characters, like I already said. Madam Web goes into Spider-Laird, Spider-Rex, and then has Spider-Noir, which I haven't read Spider-Noir, and I know his book is really expensive, both 1 and 2, and I'm actually super excited about getting that book now. From reading this story, the short story about Spider-Noir, man, it's like reading like a, what's the character? Like a Dick Tracy version of Spider-Man. Really freaking cool. So I'm gonna put that on my list. The Spider-Noir, I think book 1, first and second print, they're like $250. So pretty expensive for the book, but it's a really awesome book to add to the collection. I found one here in Japan, but it's the thick paper. I guess you don't say, not paperback, but the like the manga style book. So not comic book, but a manga style book. Pretty cool looking though. Maybe I'll pick one up just to have it in my collection, but the artwork was pretty great. Anyways, this book, Edge of Spider-Verse, Volume 2, Book 1, is actually the first appearance of Spider-Laird, who is a Scottish Spider-Man, and is also the first appearance of Spider-Rex. You see there, Spider-Rex in the background. That was really cool. He has these short little arms, and he catches him shooting his web out and climb. It is the funniest little thing. When you think about, oh, I get a T-Rex arms, right? This is exactly what you're thinking about when you think about Spider-Rex. Was he aggressive as all heck? Absolutely. And one of his enemies in there was a Green Goblin sort of character. It's a dinosaur, but it's like a flying dinosaur. And he's colored like a Green Goblin. Yeah, I believe his name, he was like a Norman Saurus, something like that. Pretty interesting. I think it's kind of cool. I don't think that Spider-Rex had his own book, but the fact this is his first appearance in 2022 is pretty cool, right? So this whole series, all 5 books, it has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There were 10. So 10 first appearances in all 5 books. That's pretty awesome. So I highly recommend picking this up. I actually have all 5 books. I do have some variant covers of the other 2 through 4, or 2 through 5. So maybe one day I'll pick up a couple extra copies of this series that I really like the cover arts for. But they're really nice, really beautiful. The artwork inside of them is really cool. And I think that what I like the most about it is that because they follow multiple characters in each book, you get multiple different types of artwork. So the artwork for Spider-Noir is not the same as the artwork for Spider-Rex, as for Spider-Laird. I think it's the Spider-Laird. Anyways, this is pretty awesome. I highly recommend checking this book out. Let me know what you think. Are you a fan of Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse books? If you are, I'm going to probably pick up the 2024 edition, the 2022 edition, or 2014, edition is kind of expensive. That has the really expensive book number 2, I believe it is. I believe that has to do with, man, what is it? I'm pretty sure it has to do with, what's her name? Hold on here. Let me look. Yes, First Appearance of Spider-Gwen. That's like a $400 book in mint condition prices, $9.96, $9.8. Pretty expensive. So that's Spider-Verse, Edge of Spider-Verse number 2. Like I said, first appearance of Spider-Gwen as Gwen Stacy in the alternate Earth 65. Pretty neat. But there's also Emma Jane Watson. There's first appearance of Mary Jane, Mary James. But yeah, I mean, that series is also a 5-book series. There's a bunch of other first appearance in that book. But that first one about Spider-Gwen is absolutely amazing. And there's an error copy too, which is pretty cool. But anyways, you got to check them out. Edge of Spider-Verse. Let me know what you think. Christian out.